It's day one of 32. That's right, I'm off on an adventure that I never thought that I would ever do before. I'm going to attempt to visit all 32 counties in Ireland and take a photograph in each county. Now I've just left home. I have my bag placed nice and neat in the back of the van. I've got everything that I need for an epic adventure. I've refueled, so I'm topped up on the beautiful fuel, the diesel, that's going to get me around Ireland. And I'm sure there'll be a number of other times where I'll have to refill, because I have a absolutely mammoth journey ahead of me. Photographing 32 counties in Ireland is not something that I have ever thought about doing before. However, an idea came to me. I was watching a guy on YouTube. He's very interesting. His name is Ryan Trahan. I don't know if you've seen him or not. If not, check him out. But he's in the middle of doing something at the moment, which is visiting all 50 states in the US, and he's staying in a different Airbnb in each state. Now, I was inspired by that in the first instance, but secondly, he's doing it for a good cause. So he's doing it to raise money for a charity called St. Jude's, and it is something that has blown me away. He set a goal to reach 1 million. He reached that, I think it was, in 8 days. Then he got to 2 million, then he got to 3 million, and he's just about now, as I'm recording this, to cross over $4 million. So it was inspiring, and I said, you know what, it's for a good cause. I'd love to do something like that myself. So I started doing some research around about maybe two weeks ago, 2.5 actually, and I started to look and say, would it actually be possible to do this? And if I could do it, who would I do it to support? So number one, as you can see, I'm doing it, so I've got a hell of a lot of planning that's been done, but I'm doing it to support a charity which is very important, particularly for us men, which is Pieta House and their Darkness into Light campaign. They support people that are having troubles and suicidal thoughts. And in this day and age, it's one that I think is really, really important to get some attention to. So I want to be able to utilize my photography and the beauty of Ireland and bring people along, and all on that journey try and raise some money and some much needed funds for this charity. I've spent the last couple of days fine-tuning my entire route, and my route is going to be quite interesting. I have to zigzag along the entire country to be able to do it in the way that I'd like to be able to do it, which is for photography. So it's going to be 32 counties, but I'm going to attempt to photograph 3 counties every day. So 1 county for sunrise, 1 county in the day, and then 3rd county for sunset. And because of my van, I can go and park for my sunrise location in the next county. So I've done a lot of planning, and it's something that, fingers crossed, will all work out. But you know, it is Ireland, right? So we will always have challenges, particularly with the weather. And even right now, it has been 6 days of clear blue skies, and this afternoon, normal service resumed. So it's raining now as I leave Cork, and it's something that I know I'm going to see quite a lot of over the next coming days. But that's okay. I've always had the philosophy, bad conditions don't exist in landscape photography, so now this is really going to put that to the test. So I'm starting here in Cork, and what I want to do along this whole route is add in even more challenges, as if this wasn't challenging enough. So I'm going to give myself a set of challenges that I'm going to try and attempt in every single county. So the first one is that I need to get a photograph in that county. The second is, and I wanted to really bring attention to the phenomenal communities that we have all over Ireland, and what better than to do that by utilising our national sport, which is GAA, Gaelic Football Association, and hurling. So hurling is the fastest field game in the world, and it's one that is in every single county in Ireland. In fact, I'll show you an image right now, which is not an image of Ireland at night with all of lights. These is our GAA pitches all around Ireland. And starting in Cork, GAA has been something that I've played for many years when I was younger. I haven't played since I've gotten older, but the passion is still there. My son plays GAA, plays hurling for our local club, and I wanted to go and say, okay, I'm going to get a goal in a local club in each county. Whether or not I can do that, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to ring forward and say, I'm going to be here this day. If I pass a GAA pitch, I want to get out, I want to score a goal in that. But to start things off, I said, okay, why not go to my son's local pitch, which is my local pitch as well, to get the first of my challenges done. So we'll cut to a piece where I've done that just before I left actually, and I've got the first of my challenges ticked off. I said I'd start in my own county, which is here in Cork, and what better place to come than SARS, which is exactly where my son plays. And the idea behind this is I want to bring awareness, because the GAA is phenomenal for community. So even here we have a pitch which is stunning. However, there was a flood here maybe a year and a half ago, and rather than have the whole area flooded, the team and the club decided to sacrifice the pitch. So what they've done is destroyed the pitch completely, but now the pitch has been completely rebuilt. This pitch is a phenomenal pitch, if not probably one of the best in the country. So what I have to do in each individual county is score a goal, and where better to start, like I say, than here in SARS. Now, I haven't got my own hurley, this is my kids' hurley, and I wanted to bring that around Ireland. And I'll tell you more about how good hurling is and the GAA as we go. But yeah, first shot, let's see, can we score? Job done. Number one in the bag. Now, back to the photography. Because I'm going all over Ireland right now, and Cork are in the All-Ireland hurling final, I thought it was quite apt to do this task as well. So, like I say, that's the first task already ticked off. As I go around Ireland, I want to share some interesting things about each county. So for Cork, it's the largest county in Ireland. It also has the second largest natural harbour in the world, second only to Sydney. And in that harbour was the last port of call for the Titanic. So in 1911, it berthed off the mouth of Cork Harbour, and then from the pier there in the White Star liners, the last passengers got onto the boat, and that was the last place that they were there. That jetty still exists. It goes from a place called Cove, which is in the east side of Cork, and if you're ever in Cork, I'd recommend go visit that. So there are some fun facts about Cork. Now, another task that I set myself is I want to have a coffee or a tea in a local business in each county. Now, that could be a coffee shop, it could be a cafe, it could be a local bar, but I want to support as much local businesses as I can throughout this, and to give you a flavour of just how strong the communities are in each county around Ireland. And a focal point of each community is a gathering area, so that's going to be a coffee shop or a bar, whatever it might be. And don't forget, I'm doing this to raise attention from a mental health point of view, and it's really important that we see and meet and congregate with other people, and those locations are perfect for that. So I'm looking forward now to getting my cup of coffee in a local Cork cafe or restaurant or coffee shop or pub, whatever it might be, and showing you exactly what they look like. Now, during all this, it's not just a case that I'm going to drive around Ireland and give you a look at the roadside sceneries. I also want to get out, and I want to try and get a bit healthier from this entire journey. If I'm going to be driving around Ireland and all I'm doing is driving the van, getting out, taking a photo, it's not going to help me. So I'm giving myself an additional challenge, is that I want to and make sure that I have to hike at least 1 kilometre per day. Now, that could be an easy hike, it could be a difficult hike, it could be a hike I have to do outside of the photograph that I'm going to get. But nonetheless, I'm going to commit myself to do a minimum of a 1k hike each day. So it's going to be a busy one, and I'm going to release my videos daily. So this is video 1, or actually video 2, because I did my announcement video yesterday on Wednesday, and now Thursday we're going to go to our first location, which is Cork. And you can expect a different county every day with exactly the same challenges that I've set myself that I need to reach in each county. I think it's going to be fun. I hope that it's going to be entertaining, and I hope that you can join me and experience Ireland and also support the charity in the process. So our first county is Cork, my home county. And where am I going to bring you to show you some beautiful areas and to get that one photograph? Not anywhere close by. I'm going to go into West Cork, and I'm excited now for you to see the area that we're going to be taking photographs at. Now, I'm traveling today, but my shoot isn't in until the morning. So rather than me take the drive in the middle of the night, it's going to be long enough as it is. I'm going to leave today, park up overnight, and then we're going to get some phenomenal locations in this entire trip, but starting with a gem tomorrow in West Cork. Well, good morning. I had set an alarm to wake myself up for sunrise, and I didn't need my alarm because have a listen to this sound, which is my alarm. So yeah, a lot of rain, and that's okay because it's going to be scattered showers for the remainder of the day. However, I'm going to wait for maybe around maybe 20 minutes now, and then I'm going to get set up and get the shot that I've envisaged for this stunning location. Wasn't that drone footage incredible when we arrived yesterday evening? Anyhow, back to the snooze button. Talk to you in a bit. So I have a break in the rain, so I'm now going to go and get the shot that I'm hoping that I can get. I'm a small bit early, may or may not work, but I'm going to take the opportunity because checked on the radar and there's more rain as well coming, so I'm going to take the shot. I'm going to go over here. You may or may not be able to see it actually here, but I'm going to go over here now and I'll talk to you when I'm there. I'll set up the shot and show you my idea. Camera now is set up below me down here, and my idea, as you can see, we have this beautiful road that you would have seen me came in yesterday evening, and it goes all the way through the scene. So the sun is going to come up over here. I do have the moon that's lighting us up over here, so it's going to give me a nice bit of ambient light, but I'm going to put the camera here and I'm going to leave it on its own. And what I'm doing is using a tool that I haven't actually used. I'll spin you around there in a second. There you go. So this is a tool that I would have used many years ago. It's from Hainel. It's called the Capture Pro, and that allows me to be able to press a button and this will continuously then take shots. Now I set it up to be at 4 seconds, and all I have to do now is run this and make sure that I'm not going to be overexposed. The blue, as you can see here on the histogram, if I just tap on here so that you can see the blue, I do risk because obviously we're in blue hour, which is what exactly I was waiting for. So I'm at 4 seconds, f11, ISO 100, and I'm going to go back up to here, get in the van, and I'm going to turn on my lights. I'm going to drive through the scene, and in the meantime, that's going to take all of the shots, and then I combine it all in post later. So it's a tricky one with that sky, but worst case scenario, I can take one of the frames that I have with the good sky and put that in as well thereafter. The main thing for me here is to create something that isn't actually there effectively within the image. So yeah, I'm going to jump into the van, going to let this go. Let's just press start on it right now, and that's going to take the shots. Let's hope that it works out. Talk to you in a sec. Okay, I'm back up now. I'm not sure if I was clear in what I was trying to do. So with the 4 second exposure, as I drive down with my lights on, I get a streak, and then another shot with another streak, another shot with another streak, another shot with another streak, as it meanders through the entire shape of this stunning road. Now as I come back up here, I'll turn you around. The camera is still there, which is great. It's still taking the photos. So we will stop and we will have a look. So you just press stop on this, It now finishes what it was doing. Okay, it's got quite bright ever since. So actually, if you look here, and now look at the histogram, and you can see how much brighter that is. So I will potentially have had some frames that have been blown. But let's see. I'm going to do a quick review and see if we got me going through. Yes, we did. That's going to work. Okay, so I'm going to put this image together, combine every single one of them, and just blend probably around about 15 images together so that you get that streak the whole way through. I'll give you a look at the image now next, and then we continue on this mission because I need to now go find a coffee house, local coffee house to get a coffee, but it's still a bit early yet, so I'll get a bit of extra rest. I think I'll go get some shut-eye, but yeah, you'll see the image now, and then I'll check back in when we're ready for coffee. Coffee secured from a lovely little store here right in Argyle in Beara Peninsula. And I know I said I'd get one photograph from each location, but you know, this is a photography channel and a photography challenge, so if I get another second opportunity, I'm going to take that opportunity. And after I got a lovely sleep this morning, I woke up and I looked out and the sun was just perfect. It was raining, there was mood, there was atmosphere. I'll give you a look at the shot right now, and I want to talk to you then while you're looking at this shot about the overall idea and what I want to achieve with this project. So if it's your first time on the channel, anyway, first and foremost, please hit the subscribe button, because similar to Ryan Trahan, I have been inspired by this. So if you subscribe to the channel, if you can't support the cause, then I'll donate 1 cent for each subscriber that joins the channel during this campaign. Now, speaking of the campaign, I'd love for you to be able to support this campaign and support Darkness into Light with Pieta House. There'll be a link in the description below. Just go, please, if you can spare anything at all, it will really, really help. And also share this project far and wide so that more and more people can see the beauty of Ireland on this daily videos and also help this amazing cause. So I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Now I'm all ready to go into my second episode, so day 2. And where will I go? We'll see. Tune in to my socials. I'll be releasing a teaser tomorrow at around 12 o'clock, and then tomorrow's video will go live at 6. Thanks very much as always for watching. Slán go fóill.